Per me è un grande onore, inizio in italiano, poi switcho in inglese. Sono molto contento perché oltre a venire persone insomma da Londra e anche dalla Romania, adesso avremo uno speech direttamente dalla Lettonia, quindi farei un applauso al team di Magebit che è arrivato direttamente dalla Lettonia per partecipare al Meet Magento. And we often focus on traffic, conversion and marketing, but hidden logistic costs can quietly eat away margins without anything noticing. So to guide us through this topic, please welcome Rihards Ratke, account manager at Magebit. I'm sorry if I didn't spell very well your name.
Yeah, let's test. Okay, you can hear me.
Thank you.
I can hear myself. Awesome. Sorry guys, I'm still learning Italian, right? I'm not as good as Andrea. One day, maybe next year we'll be already in Italian. Who knows? Mixed bag. Before I start, let's play a game. Let's see if everybody's still awake and are functioning and so on. Raise the hands, the business guys. Who are the business guys? Who owns a business, like business, want to do business and so on? Just raise your arm. That's it, right? We did a quick arm raises, I saw, so people are acting. I like it. So let's start it. So we can see that this is the biggest leak that a lot of guys do not see. I'm still learning how to use mic. I can see it as well now. No worries. I even see screen. Awesome. Okay, cool. This is one of the things that we see in our clients that are facing pretty much problems. Problems are mostly coming from the statement that, hey, I use my PPC. I know that the ROIs, right? I know how much money I spend on this commerce. I know what the product makes. I know their profit margins. I'm dealing with my suppliers, vendors, other guys to get items on the store, on the shelves, sold, no problem. But before I start everything, it seems I have to talk about Magebit, right? A plot twist. I have to do some plot twists, otherwise it's not fun. We all know that. So as we're in Magento commerce environment, I think the best one we can do, we're Adobe Commerce Partner. That's something, right? We're 150 people, and we're in the business for 12 years. We are as well a HIVA certified. I know someone in the audience will correct me how I pronounce it, and it's fine. We all learn one day. So this is the shipping invoices. A silly question. Whoever even watches, if the agreement you do with DHL and other guys, and the invoices you get back are even close to the real numbers, just raise your hand. That who did it in last 6 months? They said hey, I have to pay this amount for shipping. And I question why it's so much. I see there's a lot to learn, and that's the good news. So this is what I showed, right? Hey, ad spends every month. I have to pay, right? I'm caring about ad spends. I pay a guy who does marketing. Cool. Product. I go to supplier and say, hey, I need $5 off. Otherwise, no profit margins. Everything's bad. We all know that. Sad. And then invoices. We just saw no one is actually checking out their shipping prices. What we do, the customer pays. No questions asked. I pay, he pays, we pay. Everybody makes money. Business 101. Now the real facts. We checked with multiple clients. We found 80% errors. Meaning we asked client to pay because the shipping company asked us to pay. Not good. How can we solve that? We have to deal with the delivery guys, the worst guys, and the best guys at the same time. They bring the money and they spend the money. There's other fun facts and so on, right? We all know that, hey, there's 4 things in this world that are horrible, right? One of them is taxes. One of them is I have to pay each month to Meta more for the ads. We all know that. Shipping does the same. It's more money every year. Last 5 years, it's plus 43%. Not awesome. We can agree. Yes, I see people shaking hands. They say yes, bad, good. Let's say a simple example. I make like $4,000. Let's say I have 500 orders. This is my shipping expense that I pay, no questions asked. DHL says, we do logistics, you pay bill, we deliver, everyone happy. Now the reality, if we just save in the shipping 15%, that's 600 a year. In the end, we saved like 2 months on nothing. We just gained. Awesome. Now is another thing. Everybody buys these cool service called conversion rate optimization. Some guy on the internet called Baymard did an institute study. Majority people leave the cart if they see new expenses they did not saw. Let's imagine we're in an average store experience. We add items in the cart, we go to the cart, we see shipping, we close the site down, we hire the conversion rate optimizer and ask why we don't make conversions. Solution, let's have decent shipping. Not much, not little, but good. In this, I will just unpack it in 4 layers. First layers would be simple. Hey, I have a small item, big box. I pay for weight. I will tell you already, it's not like that. Then there's the contracts with the carriers, how to deal with them, how to figure out, hey, am I doing a good job or not? Then we have, hey, I'm a small guy. I have a small company somewhere. I don't want to do delivery. Let's do the third party, like logistics. Cool. And then the last one is the shipping conversion, where we always ask the conversion guy, just make numbers go up and we pay you money. And then he comes back and says, we have to do better business. Cool. Now let's do the packing. So this is the basic formula that every delivery person uses, right? It's how big is the box, and then they charge you. They never charge you based on just raw weight, because empty space takes space. They can still sell for someone else. Who have ever received a small item in a large box? I see. You paid extra for shipping. You got scammed. Sorry. Not the guys who sold you. Because this is the typical thing, right? Majority of store owners, they have 2-3 boxes, and they said this is good enough, and we will solve it. Our recommendation, just check your top 10 products, find top 5 boxes you can use or reuse. That's it. Not hard, not easy, but it will take time. And you can save up to 4 or 5 times just on the boxes. As well, there are those super small scales where it says hey, if it's 1 kilo, it's one price, but if it's 1 kilo and 1 gram, it's a different pricing. So even a smaller box can save even grams. And sometimes grams gives you a different tiers. Different tiers saves money for everybody. Makes better conversion. We can agree. This is the checklist we can do, right? Just check the top most shipped items, check their dimensions, right? And let's figure out what are the 5 sizes we can use for all of them, or even 80%. That will have a better deal on overall all items. And that's pretty much as well, you have to check up with your carrier. They have their tiering based on the DIMs. So if you have a DIM of hey, saying this is 20 by 20 by 20, right? You pay at 1, and if it's 21 by something, you pay different. So that's good. I recommend to do it because it's hey, I can implement it today. Within 2 weeks, probably the new boxes will arrive, and I can reuse them. As well, another pro tip, actually, you can sometimes speak with a lot of carriers, and they can give you even free packing and free packing boxes, and they will give you a better deals by that. So you would save on packing and the delivery. Something to think about. Now is the thing that everybody is dreaded. That's the contracts. Pro stuff. They always give you horrible deals at the start. and everybody assumes this is the best deal they can do. Plot twist, it's just the beginning, and after a year or 2 years, we always recommend to just negotiate a better deal with the carriers. Question, who have ever read the rates and compared them with different and went to the carrier and just asked, hey, can I get 5% off? No one. I saw it. Happens. On average, it's 10 to 5% you can increase, decrease the bill, and we just made more money. The profit margins goes up. Awesome. This is a funny thing that nobody actually cares. Have you checked the residential prices you have to pay for regular people in urban areas versus somewhere around the mountain area? They just live around nowhere. Who have done it? No one. Everybody's the client will pay. If they pay, we make business. Fun fact, if I live in Florence, probably it's an awesome price. If I live next to nowhere, it will be 2 or 4 times more, just because I'm outside of one zoning to another. It's not a distance, it's usually just inconvenience for the delivery, so they give you the inconvenience to deal with. Suggestion is always to just have a dynamic pricing on the site saying, hey, you're located in a bad place, you will have to pay a little bit more, and they're fine to do it, but you have to mention. Otherwise, it's a case if you just do a stock price of $10 for delivery, you will lose the money. And in the end, it would be a horrible business. We want to make money, not lose money. First rule of the business. And then there's additional fees that we all check in the invoice, but we already noticed no one is checking the invoice. No one is checking the agreements as well. But there are hey, if you're over some specific limit, they will just add additional fees on top of additional fees. In the agreement, it says if you're X amount, you will pay extra. No one reads those. I recommend to review those. Usually you will save additional 5 to 10%. And this can be used as well in those invoices. In the agreement, it literally says, if you deliver to the place that is a residential place, you pay 1x. If you play outside, it's let's say 2x for simplicity, and they will invoice you for 2x even though if it's in the city. No one just cross-checks data. We have tested it out. As well, there's this funny business, it's called invoice optimization for delivery. In at 3 months, they usually can save up to 20%. It's just the proof it works. This is the invoice trap I already talked about, but let's go through it deeper. So the solution is simple. Just check out your invoices, the delivery places you have done, and just check for additional fees. You will see if it's a small box, you can sometimes get oversized charge. If it's delivered to the residential place, it can get commercial fee, and so on. So there's mismatch of everybody, mismatch of all of them. So my recommendation is just check out the invoices, cross-check them, and don't do all of them, just spot check 10 of them, or 5. If you're really busy, 3 is something to start with. And then you can see that, hey, I'm paying them extra. Another thing, if you're paying extra, always negotiate with them and saying, hey, you're doing bad invoices, I would like you to get additional discount. Great way to make more money. This is more interesting for the small guys. Hey, if you're delivering 1,000 products, maybe a bit more, it's recommended usually to have platforms because they can make mass deals with the delivery guys instantly. If you deliver 100 items, going to the delivery guys and saying, hey, I want 5% off, they will say, goodbye. I tried 2 times and I gave up. Other option is mail injection. It's a fancy word, but in a nutshell is if you have a different spots, somewhere, let's say we are in Italy and we would have to deliver to Rome, and if there's a magical way, we could get items to the mail of Rome, and they do the last mile, we would save 80%. Usually, if someone can do a delivery to the Rome's post office, for a smaller price and it's a bulk order, you can make a lot of money. Recommended to check out. And then the last one is third-party logistics. It's pretty much like Amazon warehouses and other places. You just give them the stock, the products, they do the logistics at a scale and efficiency that the majority small guys just can't do. It makes money. Saves time. No one has to deal with the packing peanuts. No one wants to do that. Especially when you run out of tape at 3 a.m. I see some eyes that sees the pain and suffering. So this is a simple example as well of the life hack I mentioned regarding the shipping internationally, what we are using with the mail injection and bulk orders. It just means we're delivering to that country, and then we push it to their mailing system to get the last mile. Usually it makes a decent amount of money. It's not the slowest way, it's not the fastest way, but we can pretty much cut the prices by approximately like 40%. And it's available for everybody. It just takes some time and calculations, let's call it like that. Then we have third-party logistics. Pretty much we give them item and they just figure out, hey, what are the boxes, what are the deliveries, what are everything. You always saying, go to you and say, hey, it's cheaper for me to buy a warehouse, my delivery will be better. No one calculates the packing material. No one calculates how much I have to pay salary. If like the worker is sick, I have to find a replacement. And pretty much be a logistics company, not just an e-commerce company. My suggestion is just compare the places, the third-party places. Another suggestion is always to have at least like 2-3 delivery guys, so you can always see what are the market prices, and you can always have an advantage when you're doing cross comparison with prices. Now we are in the last one. The thing I mentioned regarding conversion rate optimization. Everybody goes to that conversion guys and asking, hey, why is nobody buying? Have someone went recently to the conversion rate guy and asked, hey, why are we not converting? It seems not, because I guess we all are everyone. We have like 20 hats at work. And I understand that. So this is the tip they will say you in the end, that, hey, this is the calculations how pretty much what do people expect in shipping. 70% expect it's free. Some will expect it that it's delivered really fast, right? We want fast. We want free. We can agree. Now let's do the next one. How to optimize it, how to give options, how to make it simple for them. It's simple. There's 2 options, free, express. This will be used like 80%. This is remaining 20%. Because only like 5 to 10 people really want express. They're fine to wait for like a week. Recommended to have it with 2 options. Rather those websites where it's like, hey, there's 20 options, find the best price performance. It's up to you to figure out what you need, what you like. This is the rating scale. We actually a fallback. Every store organizer thinks they're special. But when they go somewhere else and buy something, they forgot about this. There's a chart how long they're fine to wait, right? For some, it's fine to wait like 3 to 5 days. Reasonable, within a week pretty much. And then there's those what's like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Maybe if it's a custom order, we're fine to wait, right? And the excellent ones is like the same day, next day, and so on. I guess somewhere around the world, those evil guys at Amazon made us believe that next day delivery is a must-have. In Europe, it's fine to wait until a week. This is like A life hack, you have seen this for some websites, it's pretty much, hey, let's have a progress bar, how much money you need in your cart to get free shipping. Because we all want free shipping. We need free shipping, but we need to make money. We have seen that if you do like 20, 30% like the average current cart value, the chances of you like converting is like more than 60%. Meaning you can just make free money if you're already doing like free shipping. If it's not doing free shipping, it's a way you can swap prices around products to make free shipping viable. And here are some of the examples, right? If your threshold is like 50, then you can do like a progress bar of 60, 65, right? And 70 and till 90 and so on, right? There's some edgings that are harder to get, but it's pretty much like those 20%. What's this one? This is the, this is another one. Let's say we would have an even better one, that we would have a tiered one. Hey, I got like free shipping. Awesome. I will not buy more. What about us adding a tier 2? You can get a cheaper express delivery or a gift. It really depends on the scale of the product, depends on the full flow, but adding a progress bar can extend your like to 60% better like average cart value. Something to consider out, as you can make a lot more money just implementing a progress bar. And yeah, this is about the thresholds, right? And it's pretty much just making it real. So this is what we pulled if you pull all levers at the same. So if we take like this cheat sheet today, right, and just figure out, hey, let's check our boxes. That's 20%. Let's split shipments across multiple carriers, multiple zones, something, 30%. Awesome. Let's do some for international or other places. Let's make a simpler mail injection where we deliver items in a bulk to the one country and then we use their local last mile delivery guy to get pretty much the remaining one. That's additional 30%. Then we can negotiate the rates, right? That's 20%. 30%, depends how good you're at negotiating. We would have like an automated CSV, let's say, for the people who have to like tape the sticker on side of the box. Someone to pack everything in one box, right? That's as well will save somewhere 2-3 hours, right? Then it's like the full process of like product handling at your warehouse. Doesn't matter if it's third party or something, right? That will save you as well additional time. And then we implement like the free shipping thresholds, gifts, something. We're pretty much making 200%. Remember, that's 200% shipping, so it's like $20. But if you calculate for like 500 orders, that's more than 1,000. So something to consider out, just so you know how the numbers are made. So it's not like someone says, hey, if you make $200, it will be a lot. It will, if you have like a lot of like volume. So this is a case study of one of a client. He implemented majority of the items. So he started with 6,000 items, and his average shipping cost was 18 euros something, right? Not bad. He tripled his order value. He pretty much saved like 4 euros. Now he already is like less than a €1, I believe. Order amount is somewhere like 50,000. All he did is just optimizing the flows. And if someone will do the numbers, if we go like, if we did nothing and the delivery person just increased the monthly bill, as they do, you would lose around 60,000 euros. Because 4 multiplied by 33,000, right, is a lot of money. It's like 100,000, pretty much. This is an example. This is, I think everybody sees this in their workshop slash small shop. They come in, they're like, I have to work unpacking stuff. This is as well additional photos of like FedEx getting a cheaper boxes just as they're using their boxes. It's free, so you're saving on, as well on packing materials, something to consider out. And the full effort, right? Because I know that business people have like bazillion things they want to do, they want to solve, they want to improve, right? So we scale them into simple order: low, medium, and high. Meaning it will be a high friction for you. You will have to do a lot of logistics and so on. My recommendation: start with invoice auditing. It takes nothing, and all you have to do just cross-check the values you did like last 10 months, let's say, and just spot check like 20 of those. If you just see few errors, just send over to the delivery guys and they're happy to like give you discounts. We have tested, it always works. There's, if you want to read more, right, there's a blog post, so you can read it more detailed than I explained, as I have a 4-minute time limit, and I see Andrea is already rushing over, I'm afraid. And this is a little bit specs about me, right? Yeah, Coolios, and the logo. But let's have some questions from Andrea.
Thank you very much, Rihard. Thank you for sharing so many numbers with us. And I think there is some question here from Christina.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Christina from Kapla.
Yeah.
We work in a shipping platform.
Yep.
And a really cool presentation. Thank you so much, because you touched all the points that the shipments, nobody say nothing about this when you speak about shipping.
Yep.
So in other words, my question is, how is your feeling with the customer when they see the optimization invoice that you make with your system? Because normally they have a fear about the numbers. They don't trust you. But how is the feeling of the customer when you offer this service?
We don't do like the service as is, right? We just presenting like an idea, what we see that they need to do themselves. We don't have like a service to sell or something. At the day, when we show just like, hey, it's 80% errors, there's like, it can't be. Then we just say, hey, let's make a bet. If you can't find like 5 errors, we will send you 100 euros, no questions asked. They always find some errors. We haven't lost a bet yet.
Yeah, okay, but it's amazing saving that
that's like astronomical
packaging,
saving.
Invoices and other things.
Exactly. It's pretty much all numbers go up.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. We have another question here.
Yeah.
Hi, Richard. I hope I don't butcher your name, sorry.
No, all good. I'm still learning Italian anyways, so we can do Italian.
No, I have a really quick question. I saw dollars around the presentation, so I'm assuming it goes for everywhere. I was just wondering, like, when you did the statistical data, where did you get the data from? Is it just Italy? Is it Europe? Is it worldwide?
It's Europe, and actually we see the same in US as well. So we as well check like DHL and so on. If you check like those links in the QR codes, those all references and so on, with all the case studies as well. With this client, he was like in Latvia, right? Mm-hmm. So even in Latvia, we managed to save like a lot of money for him.
Okay.
So I believe in Italy we can even save more. Who knows?
Yeah, it is more or less like you said, like the main island. It's more or less the same shipping cost, and then the small islands just goes all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, very informative. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Any other questions here? No. So thank you again, Riyad, and a big applause. Thank you very much.